8 years ago. And I've got lots of friends who write books about UFOs and extraterrestrials. When I told them, you know, my idea for this film, the full idea, lots of them said, for God's sake, don't make that film, because, you know, you're mixing up, you know, the war in Iraq with extraterrestrials, and, you know, people aren't going to see the connection. It's going to be a very, very difficult film. So Secret Space Volume 1, which is what I made in 2005, should have been Volume 2, and this film should have been Volume 1. But basically my conviction of 8 years ago has become stronger and stronger as I've seen events unfold in Iraq. There is wholesale tracking down of people going on in Iraq by American military forces under the command of George Bush. People are being systematically hunted down, and they're being tortured and then killed. If they're really lucky, they'll just be killed.
Wounded, another Iraqi writhes on the ground. The Marines kill him, then cheer.
Like, man, these guys are dead now, you know. But it was a good feeling afterwards. You're like, hell yeah, that was awesome. Let's do it again.
I've heard one report of a gentleman who was working at a local garage. Walking home from work one day, he was asked for his identity papers by an American military officer, and while he was looking in his pockets for his identity papers, the officer took out a sword. It's the first I've known that swords are being issued by the American military. And they cut his head off. This does not fit into any kind of pattern at all, until you realise that they are deliberately hunting down and trying to kill certain people in Iraq because, and this is what I believe, there are the odd remnants of a bloodline that goes back to the Sumerian kingdom. And I believe that certain people, unbeknown even to those people, have within their genetic makeup remnants of a bloodline that was mixed long ago, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 years ago, with the genetic material from invading star gods. And the American military are doing their damnedest at the moment to hunt down these people and kill them, and to erase them, and therefore erase the remnants of this bloodline. Just 6 miles of atmosphere separate mankind from outer space. Roger Bannister, the man who ran the 4-minute mile, could run that distance in just 24 minutes. A rocket can travel the 6 miles from the surface of our planet into space in just 5 minutes. Once in space, everything is different. With no atmosphere, the human eye can see for literally hundreds of millions of miles. Space is not an empty vacuum. 99% of all matter exists in space. It's invisible and is called dark matter. The space around planet Earth is full of invisible radio waves. The signals from our television, radio and telephone networks travel very fast in space. Every month, planet Earth sends out 1 trillion individual radio broadcasts, which reach the planet Saturn within 11 days of leaving the surface of planet Earth. For the last 30 years, mankind has been sending small probes into space. The oldest of these probes, Voyager 1, Voyager 2 and the Pioneer probes, were launched 30 years ago and have now left the solar system. The Pioneer and Voyager probes are fitted with a gold plaque which contains a map of how to find planet Earth, a diagram of what we look like, and an audio recording from Secretary General of the United Nations, an ex-Nazi called Kurt Waldheim. This film is about the scientists and government agencies who have, throughout the ages, kept a very big secret from mankind. For the first time on film, we expose the cosmic conspiracy against mankind, the conspiracy of silence led by NASA, which keeps us all living in ignorance of the greatest revelation in human history, that we, mankind, are not alone in the universe, that within our own galaxy thousands of life forms exist which, like us, have the ability to build and fly craft which can travel from one planet to the other. This is the untold story of archaeologists, astronomers, astronauts and scientists who have been airbrushed out of history because they told the truth. The truth is that planet Earth has been invaded by aliens many times in the past. Rock art preserved from thousands of years ago clearly show aliens interacting with humans and animals. Ancient legends from the Himalayas, Middle East and Americas say that some aliens were benevolent and taught early man how to make electricity. Some aliens were neutral and just observed us. Our biblical forefathers called them the Watchers, and the hybrid human-alien offspring were called the Nephilim. Shall be called evil spirits when they come to live on earth. Evil spirits shall exude from their flesh